commitment to the rights of all Americans to criticize, hold unpopular beliefs, and protest. Smith's words remind us that we have indeed seen this all before. Trumpism is McCarthyism with a Twitter account. And like all leaders who put their self-interests above democracy and the rule of law, Trump exploits fear to maintain and expand his power. And while not exactly a student of history, it's methodology that Trump no doubt learned from any number of authoritarian leaders over the last 90 years: Ataturk, Franco, Mussolini, Stalin, and Hitler. It feels extreme to make those comparisons, but it is important that we do so because at some point in all those men's histories, while they were at the height of their power, similar comparisons were made of them, and at the time were also regarded as extreme. Except they turned out to be accurate. No one wants to believe that American voters elected an authoritarian and may do so a second time. It's unsavory, unpalatable, in fact. So we ignore it now like they ignored it then until you can't ignore it anymore. Until the freedoms you were okay with someone else losing become the freedoms you also lose. The rights you were okay with someone else losing, you lose. Laws interpreted through the lens of a constitution meant to protect all Americans equally, suddenly interpreted differently. Rights you thought you had to control your body, to be covered for your illnesses, to marry whom you choose, to live a life under the umbrella of justice and free of discrimination, gone, because you allowed them to be undermined. Americans, understandably but incorrectly, believe this can't happen here. We believe our freedoms, our justice system, our institutions, our Constitution, and our courts will protect us from our elected leaders. Yet, for almost 4 years, we have witnessed a slow but deliberate erosion of norms and our civil liberties. Banning Muslims, caging children, curtailing abortions, attacking the press, using force to suppress protest, that paved the way for the most anti-democratic impulse of all, undermining of the way we vote, the elections in which we vote, and the idea that a president will oversee a peaceful transition of power. We have come so far that Trump won't even bother to lie about this one. This is Trump's America, an America that should disgust you no matter what your politics. At some point in any nation's dark and troubled moments, the question, how did we get here, is asked. The answer is often, because people let it happen. Because people didn't rise up in the moment when their liberties were being stripped. Your chance to rise up and protect this from happening is Tuesday, November the 3rd.